Hey guys, before the video starts, I just wanted to say a couple of things. Number one, this video was filmed before I moved. Number two, I am currently setting up my new beauty space and I am so excited. I'm so excited to show you guys it once it's complete. And three, I just wanted to say welcome to all of the new subscribers I've gotten recently. We're almost at 50 subscribers, which is like really crazy to me to think that like 50 people watched my video and was like, I like this chick. But yeah, so this video was filmed a while ago. I'm sorry for the little hiatus that I took, but I am back. I have some really exciting content coming up for you guys, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love you so much and I miss filming, so I'm excited to get back into it and share with you my new space in my new home. It is so amazing. And yeah, let's start this video, shall we? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie if you're new here, and today we have a get ready with me on this look. It's very festive, very summery, just it's fun, you know. We got some blue eyeliner, blue mascara going on, and I also share some tips and tricks with you on how to make your makeup last all day in the summer heat, because I am dying. I'm sweating just filming this video. It's so hot out. So I'm gonna go chill out in the AC. I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's get started. All right, let's get started. I'm already sweating. I went outside because I had to buy some groceries. So I left the safety of my own home and I'm sweating. So this is the perfect makeup look to do today. So I kind of have something in mind already. What I want to do is like a festive, fun, summery look. We're going to a like barbecue today, and it's for the 4th of July, even though as I'm filming this and as by the time it's uploaded, the 4th of July will have come and gone. But I want to do something festive, but I also want to share some tips and tricks on how to get your makeup to last as long as possible. You already know I'm going to start off with my eyes. And the eyes are going to be pretty basic, but I'm just going to go in with my Appeal Hydrating Eyeshadow Primer. So we got something for everything to stick to. I'm just going to plop that on. Like I said, my skincare has been on for probably like an hour, hour and a half at this point, so it's really taken its time to sink into my skin and work its magic, which is an important step in this process, is making sure that your skincare is on and marinated. I'm gonna put my hair up because it's hot with all these lights. I'm also drinking a Gatorade because goddamn am I dehydrated. Everything is so scattered on my beauty desk right now. I have not cleaned up after my declutter video because I'm gonna pack. Like tomorrow I'm packing up all my makeup and just gonna have a bag for the rest of the like 2 weeks that we're here. So I'm like, where is everything? To set down the eyeshadow primer, I'm gonna go in with the Urban Decay All Nighter because this is a waterproof 24-hour wear setting powder. So this will make sure that the eyeshadow really locks into place. It doesn't crease, and it'll give everything just something smooth to lay down on. Yesterday I had the worst migraine ever. I woke up at like 2:30 in the morning to get ready to go to work, and as I was like having my little couch time where I sit and watch TikToks before I leave for work, I literally got so nauseous and I ended up getting sick, and I still went to work. I clocked in for about 2 hours and I was like, I actually cannot do this. So I went home and I literally slept all day yesterday. I ended up taking like 2 Benadryl just because I was like, you can't have a migraine if you're unconscious. So today I'm like hydrating. I am, you know, being really cautious about like what I eat and stuff, but it was bad. I'm gonna go in with my Wander in Neutral eyeshadow palette. I just want to put a little something in my crease, and I think I'm gonna take the shade Suede to do that, just in my crease very lightly. Nothing crazy, just to give the eyes some dimension. Yeah, perfect. Literally just kind of slapping that on real quick. So this video is going to be more complexion based on how to get it to stay for in the heat and everything, but we still want to have a little something on our eyes. I want to do something kind of festive, so I'm going to go in with a blue eyeliner, and this is from Colourpop. It's from their Limoncello collection, but any blue eyeliner will do if you're recreating this look. This is in the shade Palazzo, and I'm just going to make a tiny little baby wing on my lids. And it doesn't have to be perfect, because you'll see what we're going to do in a second. A little bit bigger than a baby wing, but that's okay. That's all right. Gonna make them as even as possible here. We're looking like Amy Winehouse. Not that that's not a bad thing. Use a makeup remover wipe. These ones are just from Costco. I buy them in bulk because I don't really use them on my face except for like this, and I use them to like clean up swatches and stuff, so I don't mind buying them in bulk. And I'm gonna take it on my finger, and from like my eye out, I'm just gonna clean that up so it's nice and sharp. And this is an easy way to get your liner to be even. Ta-da! So then what we're gonna do, because this is cream and it is literally 2,000 degrees outside, I'm gonna take a very small angled brush, and I'm gonna take some blue eyeshadow, and I'll use the shade Fine China from the Colourpop Blue Moon palette, and I'm gonna go over top of that liner and basically set it down. I'm just gonna follow the shape that we created, and I'm kind of stamping it. This is gonna make it set down that gel liner that we just used, and also just make it a little bit more intense too. But this is gonna help keep it from creasing on your eyes, like when you open your eyes and sometimes the liner gets up in your eyebrow or whatever. This is gonna help prevent that a little bit and just make it last longer. They're not perfectly even, but it'll work. This is literally all I'm gonna do on the eyes for now. We're gonna start on the face. For primer, I wanna go in with something that's really gonna grip my makeup, really gonna adhere it to my face so it's not slipping and sliding all around my face. So I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Powergrip Primer with 4% niacinamide. This is a really great sticky primer. So you do a couple of pumps onto your hands, like so. We're gonna put it onto our face everywhere. And I'm gonna start by rubbing it in, and then as it thins out, as I blend it into my skin, I'm gonna start pressing it. You can literally see the tackiness. This is gonna help any foundation, any makeup that we put on top stick to your face. It's like glue for your face. pressing that into the skin. The niacinamide is also going to help give you a nice little glow. It's going to help minimize the look of pores. It's a skincare ingredient, so it's going to really nourish the skin. And to test it, we're sticky. First thing that we're gonna do is I want to spot conceal. So I'm gonna go in with my Kulfi Main Match Concealer. I want to spot conceal this bad boy right here. It's Face Demon and a few other ones that are just kind of camping out on my skin right now. I have one coming in on my nose. I can feel it. I think that's good for now. And I'm going to blend that out with my finger. Just lightly tapping it. Just enough to cover the blemish. I don't love putting concealer on my nose, but it's what has to happen. Foundation, I'm going to go in with the NYX Butter Melt Glaze. I'm using this one because it's a tinted, it's a skin tint, so it has SPF 30 in it, and since we're going to be outside, it'll give us some sun protection. I already have sunscreen on, but it's always good to add a little bit more. So I'm just going to put this on. I'm going to blend it out with a damp beauty sponge. And I'm using a skin tint instead of, say, like a foundation, like a true to form foundation, a full coverage foundation, whatever, because I'm gonna sweat. I'm already sweating and I'm not even outside. And I find that skin tints, if they start to like break down or slide around on your face, it's less noticeable because your makeup already looks like skin. It already looks natural. So this honestly kind of is a hack, if you will, that the less coverage you're already going in with, the less, because it's not going to be like say right here, if I was wearing a full coverage foundation, you would see the difference, but with more of like a skin tint, it's less noticeable, I find. Plus with a skin tint, you can always go back in and build up to the proper coverage that you want. And I'm using a sponge instead of a brush because I want it to look as natural as I can. And then I find that the sponge kind of soaks up some of the product and just gives it more of like an airbrushed look. It's just easier. Plus the cold sponge feels really nice on my face right now. So I'm going back in with a second layer in places where I feel like we're kind of lacking some coverage. My nose just never wants to hold on to any product, so it is what it is. For concealer, I'm going to go in with the lightest coverage concealer that I have, which is the Glossier Balm Concealer. I'm in the shade Light 2, and with my finger I'm just going to put a little bit here under my eyes just to brighten. Not really correcting anything. This is a very emollient concealer, so it blends out super quick. It's nice and hydrating. So I'm just putting a little bit where I feel like I need it. So there, around my nose a little bit here. And I'm blending up and out. I'm going to set down this complexion products, and I'm going to do that using the NYX Face Glue. This is a transfer resistant makeup setting spray, so it's really going to lock everything down. So we're going to set. You want to really drench your face with it so it covers as much of your face as you can. We're gonna let that kind of sit for a second, sink into the skin, do its thing, and not move our face. go on your phone, go on TikTok or something. That's what I'm gonna do. All right, so it's been about 5-ish minutes. I've really let that sink in. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna bake, basically. I'm taking a translucent powder. This is the Morphe Bake and Set Translucent. I'm going to take my little elf puff here. I'm gonna take whatever's on the cap first and set my under eyes, my forehead, everywhere that makeup tends to move on me. Smile lines. And I'm doing this because we used glowy products. I'm already sweating. And I'm gonna be outside for a while. So it's gonna get glowy with time. Like no matter what I do, my skin's gonna get glowy and sweaty. So I'm just gonna use the translucent powder in these like targeted areas first. And we're gonna let that sit on our face. It is kind of a waiting game here, but trust me, it works, it's worth it. So while that is baking on our face, it's melting the product, it's setting it down, I'm gonna fill in my brows. I'm using the e.l.f. Instant Lift Brow Pencil. They do make a waterproof version of this if you are interested. That will make your brows last all day. I just don't have it. I don't see a reason to have more than one brow product personally, but you can get the waterproof version if you really want to make sure that it's going to last all day. Since I have like bigger brows, I find that I don't need to do too much to them, so I don't need like, if my brow product comes off, that's fine. It's not the end of the world for me, but I know for some people it really is. I get that. So my brows are like my favorite feature, so I completely understand. So I'm just filling them in how I normally would, and then I'm going to set them. NYX brow glue would be my go-to for this type of a look, like where I need it to stay put, but I don't have that. So I'm going to go in with the Essence Make Me Brow. It is still great brow gel. It's awesome. I forgot to actually pause. I'm going to blend out my brows because I just realized I didn't do that. With a spoolie, blend in all of that product. Now we're gonna go in with the brow gel. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to brush my brows backwards and then shape them the way that I want. This is just going to make sure that your brows are completely covered in gel and they will hold. So again, just backwards first. We can clean them up after if it gets a little messy. Backwards and then forwards to shape them. And it did get a little messy, but that's okay. So I'm just gonna take my fingers and clean them up. Again, they make much more gripping brow gels than this. So if you're interested in that, the NYX brow glue, you could do soap brows, anything like that, but this is just what I have on hand right now. So we're gonna use it. So now that that bake has kind of been, it's been marinating for a hot minute. Literally, I swear to God, a pimple just formed under my eyebrow. So now that that bake has really been, it's been chilling on our face for a hot minute, I'm gonna take a small brush and really press that powder, that excess powder, into my skin to really lock and hold everything down. And because it was a skin tint, this just makes it look all the more flawless. This might seem a little bit repetitive, but now I'm going to go back in with my setting spray, the NYX Face Glue, and set down the powder. Because that's what setting sprays are for, really locking everything into place. I go in with a very light contour. So I'm using the Pearnova bronzer and contour stick, and I'm going to use the lighter shade to give the slightest bit of contour. Just like really a true shadow. Like right now, this literally could be a foundation shade, but you can see shadow. And that's why I didn't put any powder on like the outside of my face, was so we could do this. I'm gonna take a little bit down my nose here. I'm snatched. And I'm gonna blend it out with a brush, keeping it very, very precise. I am so obsessed with this Pearnova contour stick. I didn't think I would like the really light shade, but I do. It's like, I like it more than the darker one, honestly. It just gives the easiest shadow to your skin. If you're fairer like me, sometimes I feel like it can get too dark and look muddy, but this is just like perfect. I'm gonna take it a little bit down my neck here. Like, snatched. Slay. Trick with making your makeup last all day is to layer creams and powders. So now we're going to do cream blush, and I'm going in with the Tower 28 Beach Please blush in the shade Power Hour. It is this beautiful sun-kissed terracotta, and I know it looks very like intimidating and scary, but these are so emollient and creamy that you can really blend it out to super sheer. So that's what we're going to do. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It's like if Vaseline and blush had a baby. They had a baby. So I'm going to use my fingers for this. And I'm going to be very careful so we don't go overboard. And I'm going to focus it on the back part of my cheek here. This looks crazy. This looks intense. But we're just going to keep on blending. Trust the process, because this blends out so beautifully. We probably will go in with a brush in a second, but I just want to lay down the groundwork first for it. This just gives like sun-kissed summer vibes. So pretty. And I'm going to slowly start dragging it down my cheeks towards the apples, but focusing that product mainly right here. You see how that just like blended out into this beautiful blush? We're gonna do the same on this side. Trick to cream products is to just keep blending. And it's makeup, so if you don't like it, wipe it off. But I want to look sunburnt, so I'm literally taking it like into my hairline. That way we don't get like it doesn't look like we're wearing like a mask of makeup. I'm gonna take a little bit on my nose just because I want that like sun-kissed look. Just blend it out. I am gonna go in, I'm gonna use my sponge just to soak up any excess product and really press everything together so it looks blended. Now this is not a necessary step, but I'm going to do it because it feels really nice. I'm going to go in with more of a luminous cooling setting spray. This is the Ciate Vitamin Boost. This is just going to feel really nice on my skin because I'm sweating my cheeks, and not these cheeks. I'm sweating them off. Plus the smell is just fantastic. Let's finish up the eyes really quick. So I'm gonna go back into my Wander Beauty in Neutral palette. I'm just gonna take that same suede shade on my lower lash line. I'm going to curl my lashes For this look, I want to do blue mascara, so I'm going to go in with the Colourpop BFF Volumizing Mascara in the shade Blue You Mind, just because I think it'll look fun and festive. And I'm personally just not going to put any mascara on my lower lash line. That is just a personal preference. It's just a fun, easy way to get like a pop of color in your look. So now we're gonna go over top of the cream products with powdered products to set down the creams. So I'm gonna take more of like a glowy bronzer, since that was more like matte contour-ish. If I could open it. Yeah. So I'm gonna use the Too Faced Sun Bunny bronzer. I just picked this up at like a makeup outlet store type of thing. Just so we have some glow, because this is still a summery look. We want to have some glow, some dew, and this is just going to set, layering the creams and the powders and everything, locks it into place. Plus gives us a little bit of bronze. I went to the beach last week and my face got no color, which is good. That means my sunscreen was working, but my back is fried. So I was gonna wear a dress today, but that's not happening because my back is like peeling and not cute. So just gonna place that exactly where I put the cream contour down. And then for powdered blush, I've been so obsessed with this. This is the Rare Beauty Matte Bouncy Blush in the shade Worth. I feel like it's fairly similar to the blush to the Tower 28 blush. I don't know, you guys decide. This is definitely deeper, but I feel like on the face it'll look the same. So I'm gonna use this to set down that cream blush, and this is just the powder's gonna lock onto the cream. It's gonna last a lot longer, and it's also gonna mattify, because like I said, no matter how many mattifying products I put on my face, I'm gonna be glowy. I'm sweating my tuchus off right now. So just layering, but with a really light hand. Yeah? Okay. For highlighter, I kind of don't even want to put on highlighter because I know what's going to happen. But I'm going to go in with more of a natural highlight. So I'm using my Hourglass Ambient Lighting Edit palette. And I'm going to use the highlighter. This is their Strobe Powder Supernatural Strobe Light powder. It's a very beautiful, natural looking highlight that's just going to reflect light. It's not going to really like emphasize anything, and it's nice, and it's not like a blinding highlight, which you could do. You could do. We're still glowy as the day goes on. Now you can go in with the NYX face glue. You don't have to use any of these products actually. I'm gonna go in with the Dermablend Lock and Last water resistant setting spray to finish everything, because this locks the makeup down. This stuff is legit. So while that is sinking in, I'm gonna use a lip stain today. This is the Milani Color Fetish Hydrating Lip Stain in the shade Rose Rising, and I'm gonna use this because it's like a pinky color and it's 4th of July themed kind of, and this just lasts all day. So it looks really like much darker right now. While it's fresh, but as the day goes on, as you're eating, drinking, it stains your lip. Just a beautiful, like, rosy color. Plus the formula, it just feels really nice on the lips. Like, it's very hydrating. Ta-da! Okay, one last step. I know, craziness. I'm gonna go back in with my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Or my Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray is a great one too. I just don't have it. But I'm gonna go back in with the Urban Decay All Nighter powder, and I'm going to powder my entire face and re-spray my face. Seems excessive, I know, but this will ensure that my makeup does not move one bit. So I'm taking a big powder brush, and I'm just going hard in the paint. One last time, I'm going in with the Dermablend Lock and Last. Take down the hair. So this is the finished look. You don't have to recreate this look to get the lasting power of the like little tips and tricks I shared with you today, but if you do recreate it, let me know. I want to see. This is what we have. I'm super happy with how it came out. I think it looks great. It looks fun, festive, summery. Once the lip stain kind of peters off, we'll be left with a nice, beautiful rose shade on our lips. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will have all of the products that I used listed down below, as well as the link to my last video if you want to see more of me. Bye!